Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. I feel better. Alright, so we have to explore the ruins of the courtyard and prevent the Guardian from escaping. Notice that the invitation mechanic seems to be gone. I'm not sure what will happen if we level the courtyard up, but we're here to fight a boss. There's a normal dungeon here, I'm assuming, since we have a campfire. I'm really, fingers crossed, really hoping that this is not going to be another one of these 600 mission drag-out things. And the reward for this mission is going to be a bag full of bloody teeth. Aren't we all excited? I can't with this place anymore. Okay, let's just do it. This is a good team. I think it's a good team. I'm bringing Holy Lance. I don't know if there's going to be shuffles or what's going to happen. But aside from that, it's like a pretty standard lineup. Lots of punching and stabbing and shooting. If we run into tough enemies that don't get a ton of bonus turns, we do have the ability to do mark stuff, right? We have two people who benefit large from a mark. Benefit large? Benefit largely? We have two people who like mark good. Okay? We have no vampires because the curse was just cleared. It's still the courtyard. I'm assuming that the blood light effect is still going to be in place, but torches are handy for burning curios and stuff. We're probably going to need a lot of bandages. We have a huge amount of money, and this is probably the last thing we'll ever do, so there's no reason to hang on to anything. Let's just, bring all of this stuff. We should probably have some laudanum, sure. No reason not to complete that stack of holy water that was started by the Crusader. And we're not going to need keys. I guess it's conceivable that somebody might get turned. And if they do get turned, let's bring a stack, whatever. If they do get turned, I don't want them to fall down to craving and then have to fight with the debuff. Yeah, we might be over-preparing, I have no idea. The Crimson Curse does offer certain advantages to savvy adventurers. Honestly, it is kind of nice to have a couple of characters bloodlusted during a boss fight. It can be inconvenient if they decide to take crappy turns without your input, but the damage buff is considerable, and they get bonus speed as well.
The very grounds themselves are animated by a deep-rooted evil.
Huh.
A cosmic hatred for all that thrive beyond its tainted grasp.
So we do still have the bloodlight. I'm going to assume that this works like a normal boss thing, and that the boss is in the room that is the largest number of nodes away from you. Okay, not a good start. Off guard. Well, that's not great. Her speed's kind of garbage anyway, so that probably didn't actually change anything. She was almost certainly going to go last in the first round no matter what happened, so... Oh, how I've missed fighting these things. What do we want to do here? We probably want to focus on the Chevalier. I think he's the most dangerous of them. Okay, I think that was max damage. That's nice. You can't focus on the Chevalier, so probably, rather than just smashing a dude for non-lethal, it's probably better for him to try to just take one of them out of the fight for a round. I do want the Mosquito dead more than I want the Chevalier dead. Chevalier. So let's go for this and then shoot him with the, what do you call it? Well, never mind. Yeah, the Mosquito stressing people out sucks. Basically.
Devastating blow.
Oh, that was fast. Recursed immediately. We figured out how to deal with it, though. Now we can decurse in the sanitarium, so everything will be fine. He has 20 health. We're not... I think the bounty hunter might not be able to kill him in a single hit, is my concern. So if we do this bola... we put him in a place where the bounty hunter will definitely... Yeah, 10 to 20. I think that bolo was important. Alright, let's get rid of this dude.
Give them no quarter.
Now we're not going to take huge amounts of stress, probably. These guys only have 4 speed. Wow. And yeah, I know the Chevalier basically always goes last. Ooh, the bleed hit almost everybody. No, it hit everybody. Okay, well. You know, we brought all these bandages for a reason. I guess let's just try to... Oh, that guy has riposte on. His riposte does very poor damage, though. I guess let's try to finish off the one that isn't going to fight back as much.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy.
Okay.
All. A powerful blow.
Almost. I think it was right to finish off the guy who was in thirst mode. Probably not, actually. This was probably a mistake. I should have had the bounty hunter hit the Chevalier. I was too focused on the fact that I had just made a move that was designed to kill him, but the Chevalier is the bigger threat. That was definitely an error. I'm just sort of, you know, easing back into it here.
Their formation is broken.
Okay.
Maintain the offensive.
This is not totally great. I didn't want to be this damaged after my first fight. He has 125 stun resist. Yeah, never mind. I was going to try to see if I thought I could stun him and then take a turn to heal. I suppose, his speed being as low as it is, I could have just passed the bounty hunter's turn and let other people get in. Because it would have been nice to have a turn to apply bandages and stuff. Should I eat? Well, let's hold on. Okay, this one's not so bad. I think I will just heal here. This is the 3rd consecutive heal for 13, isn't it? It's weird.
Knowing uncertainty, the birthplace of dread.
Okay, I don't think I care that much about this guy. He can hit hard, but he's nowhere near as annoying as the bloodsuckers are. Oh, I should have laudanumed. I brought the stuff. Why not use it? Also, I really think that the types of the enemies shouldn't just be bloodsucker. Like, she's clearly human.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
The bounty hunter's good at fighting humans. She is absolutely a human. He should get his bonus against humans against her. You know, I assume the bonus against humans represents, you know, he's good at hitting people in vital places. I assume, basically, that he fights pretty dirty. And I don't think that he should lose that against an enemy who has, you know, basically the same biology and stuff. Like, the head's still where the head is, the eyes still where the eyes are. He knows how to do what he has to do.
Precision and power.
Alright, let's hit him. I really would like it if my healers would go a little bit earlier in the turn order is all.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Okay, I mean, this loot's pretty good. Not that we need loot anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to discard. I'll discard heirlooms, so I'm not going to discard any kind of preparation-based items. Must you? Oh, curious. That one sucks. It's like, now she just has a desire to always be touching everything. Although it kind of seems like she already did. So if there's a guardian of the garden, how come we haven't seen it until just now? Shouldn't it, you know, in the execution of its guarding duties, have tried to keep us out? Yeah, it's kind of like a trinket could have dropped or something, right? I guess we can just eat some food. Make room for... I don't know, whatever. The treasure really doesn't matter. So we're going to be able to camp right before we fight the boss. Right before I assume we fight the boss. Are you going to touch this one too? Okay, good.
Watch your step.
Okay, we stepped in an enemy. Yeah, we're in a position here where I think we can just do some damage. Doing a little bit of damage to the mosquitoes generally seems to keep them from wanting to do maddening wine, because they seem to really want to refill their health first. Okay. We are pretty likely to land this stun. I don't think we're going to kill this guy this turn, so... Hey, we get to take advantage of the bonus damage from Finish Him. I feel like that almost never happens. Okay. This turn, I think we should be able to get him. It's kind of crazy how good skills that hit the front two rows, or like hit two enemies for small amounts of damage are. Because I feel like you end up leaving enemies at 5 or less health a lot. It's a thing that happens all the time.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
She cut her finger on a mandible. Well, it's only 6 damage, whatever. We're about to camp, so I care less than I might otherwise. It would be cool if we could get a scout when this battle finishes, just so that I know for sure whether this is a good time to camp or not. Because, right, we don't know that the boss is here. The standing rules, sort of the game, imply that this is where the boss will be. That's very annoying. We gotta get rid of these enemies quickly. Oh no, 4. Well, that sucks. And we don't have a multi-damage attack that hits here, so we have to just spend a whole attack finishing off this mosquito. And it's gonna be a rough round. We're going to take a lot of damage at higher speeds than I would like. Wait, this dude's speed is 3 and he went before us? 8, 7, 9, 5. Wow. That's pretty bad luck. Alright, I think you're next. He could be very annoying, too. Yeah, let's get him. Okay, this seems like an okay time to bandage up. Well, let's just say I'm glad that we have a campfire available. Ooh. Ugh, something about that animation was really gross. Listen, we get vomited on by enemies all the time, but not all of them cause me to, like, I recoiled from the monitor a little bit there. Please stop dodging. I appreciate this guy moving to the front so that we can get a clean sniper shot off.
Decimated.
Yeah, pretty okay outcome. And in fact, we are we're pretty much back to good. I guess we won't need that campfire after all.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Okay, there is a fight right before the boss, of course. It's important that we are we are able to be put into a crappy situation right before having to fight a
A
boss.
spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Okay, let's prevent a nighttime ambush and then assemble some buffs. So we could... We definitely want to restring the crossbow. Like I said, her speed is such that I don't think it matters that she's losing speed. This is a pretty good use of some time. And then we have this, I think, also very useful. And then... What, I could do like a pep talk and encourage. Yeah, I guess we'll just pull his stress down to 0. Alright, let's take a campfire buff, or take a torch buff. Just gotta remember to also do that after this fight. Okay,
Stuff is only the
gross.
first test. Now it must be carried home.
Okay, if we can keep the ghoul under control, prevent him from just, like, tearing someone in half or howling 3 times, this actually shouldn't be that bad. His stun resist is pretty high. And we don't have anybody who has, like, a dedicated stun, like an increase in stun chance or anything. I think let's just go violence. 165, but minus, yeah, so he's only at 140. I mean, landing a stun on this guy would be pretty meaningful.
Masterfully executed.
Okay, great. Absolutely great. This is deserving of a mark. Alright, he resisted the removal of his dodge.
A decisive pummeling.
But we've got him marked, and that should translate to a hell of a lot of extra damage. That didn't look that impressive. He's also unholy, so he takes bonus damage from the Crusader's main attack. It's a fairly serious bleed.
Their cursed champion falls.
Okay, that is about the best I've ever seen a fight against a ghoul go.
So too will resistance.
Honestly, that's a trinket that's good enough that I want to make sure we bring it home. It's like I said, it doesn't really matter, I suppose. Yeah, whatever. So we use a torch. Oh, I should bandage him before he bleeds. We use a torch. We can all take a hit of holy water. Yeah, I don't really know what else there is to do. Oh, I could purge her speed debuff. I bet we won't end up needing all of these medicinal herbs. Let's just not have any debuffs. Okay.
The hamlet cannot stand for this.
Stonework.
Should not be.
Right. I forgot about that.
Prize it guards.
So it's guarded by the stone shield. The parts. Okay, it's a boss in 3 parts. Each part only gets 1 action, it looks like. So marks will actually be useful. Unfortunately, the occultist mark is a minus dodge mark, not a minus prot mark. But I still think it might be worth putting up. Well, it won't be sniper shotable though, so he'll only be increasing the bounty hunter's damage. Maybe it would be better for him to just... No, let's go ahead and do it. He'll increase the bounty hunter's damage on 3 attacks. It's probably worthwhile. So let's just have at him, I suppose. This is going to take a minute. Uh-oh. Well, it's gone skyward. I assume that the smart thing to do here is to kill the parts. They might regenerate. Let's try it. Let's see if we can just kill his parts. Only the sniper will benefit from that one, but it's fine. So I guess we just hit... yeah. That'll show him. You did roughly 5% of his health in one attack.
Well struck.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, that's annoying. That needs to stop. It's not actually a very impressive bleed.
Singular strike.
Okay, well, we're going to find out whether this thing gets to regenerate or not pretty soon. I'm not going to bandage every time we can. If the bleed starts stacking up on somebody, we'll worry about it then. Alright, so we've got a moment here during which we can focus. This seems like a fine time to put up a mark. A mark on a thing both of our marked people are actually going to get to fight.
The ground quakes.
Actually, I do have his mark available, and his mark is a minus prot mark. Maybe we should do that.
Vision. The end approaches.
Although, actually, this guy has 245% debuff resist. We'll never get to apply the debuff from anybody's mark, so never mind. It's all the same on him. It's kind of a bummer that there's so many enemies that, like, meaningful enemies, like boss type enemies, that it's hard to land a good mark on, or that it's hard to land a good debuff on, that it kind of makes the debuff parts of people's skills seem terrible a little bit. Alright, alright. You stop talking for a second, we can get some into you. Well, I mean, this seems to be going alright.
How quickly the tide turns.
Ooh. Okay, well, we did bring Holy Lance. Oh, I maybe should have refreshed the mark with the bounty hunter. I mean, I guess it would have hit the shield, so... never mind. Wouldn't have been meaningful. That's a shame. Should I bandage to make sure that he's not gonna get murdered? And this will make it so that even a mediocre or bad heal from the occultist will put him back to full. As long as it's not one of those zeros. Okay. Wholly unnecessary. Not necessarily unappreciated, but unnecessary. So what happens when we kill the shield? This guy hasn't had a turn of his own yet. Like, he has not, by himself, taken any actions. I'm wondering... there's probably going to be a transformation or something, right? I guess there's not really any reason that the Crusader needs to move forward. This is fine.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Okay, we'll really, really heal him. That's a shame. Okay, here we go. What's up? Alright, well, whatever's gonna happen, it hasn't happened yet. Man. Let's have her bandage herself, which is the thing she usually doesn't get to do. Hatred beyond time. Okay, here we go. Ooh, wow. Alright. How did he break already? He's been taking so much stress from everything. Nobody else is stressed at all. Okay, so he's going to be unfightably powerful. We have to really focus on damage here. Wait. Oh, you have to have a target in the back to use that. Well, that sucks. Come on, guys. Let's see some big numbers against this mark. Alright, not bad. Oh, and he's gonna get tougher every round. Okay, I see.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
That's 3 death's doors. So you have to bring a Vestal for this because you need the multi-target heal. Please stop shouting and stressing each other. Okay. So we could get a bunch of people off of Death's Door, but doing so wouldn't actually help us. Because they'll just get re-Death's Door. It would be a losing battle. So what we need is to just kill this guy quickly. You could pull somebody off of Death's Door. Or you could move. Like his turn is kind of wasted no matter what we do. I think he's better off buying time for other people. Right, need some real big crits here. So really, your best bet when fighting this guy is not to damage the shield at all. Just let the shield go up and down over and over again and ignore it. Since his damage is relatively bad, is he better off also just playing the buying time game? Like, try to heal the Arbalest, give them as much time as possible to deal damage? I think probably. And then both of these guys are going to get Oh, he bled her. That's really bad, because she's going to get put back to Death's Door before her turn. Oh, boy. Yep, he died right away, because everybody always dies right away. The death blow resist is a lie. Come on, show me virtue. All right. She's going to bleed to death at the beginning of her turn. Of course she is. Yep. I am 100% certain. Hold on, let me look at people's... Yeah, death blow resist is usually above 50%. I am 100% certain that we have seen well beneath 50% actual death blow resists. He's about to die due to a heart attack. But he's going to deal damage once more on the way out. Yeah, we're all dead. We're all dead. Hey look, Death's Door resists. But I don't think you get a resist against heart attack. Can you do 41 damage? You can't. But he also won't run, which is why I didn't try to run before, because I was pretty sure it wouldn't work. Well, that's a party lost. But this boss seems pretty gimmicky and easy to beat. You just gotta not kill the shield. Oh, he acted without my... That's definitely not what I would have told you to do, throw an uppercut.
This skirmish may be lost, but the battle
It's like
may yet be won.
the game's random number generator heard me notice that the death blow resist was never working. It's like, no, look, it's totally fine. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't seem that bad. Things went poorly there, but that was the blind run. And we can have somebody bring that plus damage versus stonework trinket.
In time, You will
So we
know
can
the
probably
tragic
just
extent
run back.
of my
Mobek,
feelings.
we're not a match for the Guardian. It's a little bit of a... Power died again. Is that her third death? Whatever, she'll be back. She's never been able to stay away. Ooh. New hires. Let's get
What
you...
better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
and you. I guess this doesn't matter, because all we're going to do is go fight this boss again. Oh, okay. So probably this boss doesn't actually do anything, but it's just that you get a different one of the set trinkets every time you fight it, so this is how you complete your sets. Alright, well, let's give it one more go. I think we can probably get it. Who is ideal for this? I suppose we ought to put poor Mobek into a stress relief thing. Can I finish upgrading these? I have a ton of things.
A man
Yeah,
in
whatever,
a
that'll be
robe,
fine.
claiming communion with the divine.
So,
Madness.
debuffs and blights and bleeds all don't work. So we want people who aren't reliant on those things. He has the fits? What do you have the fits for? How did I miss that? You get in the medical ward. Okay, so like Ryabu will be useful. We'll do a melee thing with her. So we don't really want if it bleeds. I guess we'll do this as her setup. Barbaric Yop also doesn't do anything. The breakthrough lets her move forward while attacking, so we can... if she gets knocked back, we can still fight our way back to the front. And she does want to be in the front position, at least at the beginning, for Iron Swan, so that she can help kill the spear. It would be good to have a Vestal, a nice reliable source of multi-target healing, for just in case stuff gets weird. And then... like... You don't benefit from a mark on anything except knife throw, right? Yeah, so we could... I mean, we could do another mark party, but... I don't know that it's necessary. We could just bring lepers, because lepers have big damage. Like, this could be the second slot. And he can just chop at the boss all the time. There's going to be a significant number of turns where... Oh, yeah, he has Intimidate, right, which drops Prot. Yeah, this seems sensible. Maybe even good. Right, you have your things. We're never going to use Dazzling Light. So, let's bring... She's going to be in the 4th slot for pretty much all of the battle, though. So I guess it doesn't really matter what we bring. Oh, no, we're going to bring Dazzling Light, right, because it's not just the boss fight. There's other stuff going on here. Let's have these equipped for the move up to the boss. So, yeah, these are probably the right things. Ooh, I lost trinkets. Yeah, we lost some trinkets in there. I don't have any idea what. We should bring this with us. It's a shame I can't... I can put trinkets into my inventory on the next screen, I think, probably. Look, we'll bring Mercurial Salve, right? And then we'll trade it out for Sculptor's Tools right before the boss. So who wants to hold that? His speed is pretty low. It probably is fine for him to be the guy. So we'll go plus damage, and then he should also have an accuracy thing, because, no, we lost our Sun Ring. Yeah. Well, we'll give him a focus ring. Our Sun Ring was on one of the people who died in there, unfortunately. We'll have you bring the Ancestor Scroll, which is a fine item. We have a couple of things that we didn't have before. I got this Molted Wing Feather, which is, like, not awesome. It's fine. And then I thought I had picked up a... I probably picked up a trinket or one of the set trinkets or something on the way to the Countess. Whatever, it's not important. You should take your hairpin, since Torch is always above 75. And then just some kind of damage item. Oh, we lost Dismas's head, didn't we? Yeah, Dismas's head was in that battle. Should we equip her trinket, maybe? Bleed skill chance isn't particularly meaningful, but plus speed, maybe plus damage, plus accuracy, plus dodge. And her bleed skill chance does matter for a large portion of the thing, of the dungeon. This trinket doesn't do anything through some parts of combat, but it is, you know what? I think her set's good enough to actually use. This will be the only time we've ever equipped one of these. Okay. I think it's a reasonable set of items. So, we go to the provision screen. Oh, can I not do this? I have to actually put it on somebody's in their loadout and then unequip it and have an empty trinket slot if I want to bring this. That feels crappy. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll be fine without it. But maybe it's worth doing still. So, like, if I did that, I would want to equip this on somebody, probably. Except that 5% crit is significant. Maybe I wouldn't bring the Mercurial Salve at all, then. Yeah, alright, we'll do this, and then we'll just unequip it from him. I think I want it for the boss more than I want it for the random fights along the way. Okay. Yeah, that's a real bummer that you can't just put a trinket into your backpack. Okay, same preparations pretty much. Bring a lot of things. Oh, I can't not bring this medicinal herb. Okay, I don't want to sell it. I just want it out of my inventory. Oh, we have an extra shovel. That's right. So let's bring some blood. I won't bring a full stack this time. But just in case people get turned, and this way, by not bringing a full stack, we can bank anything we do get. Yeah, alright. Shouldn't be too hard. We can do this. Huh. Is that true? I've never heard that before. I can't imagine it's talking about it in the game. I'm sure it means real bananas and real mosquitoes.
The very grounds themselves are animated by a deep-rooted evil.
Okay, so we now know.
For all that thrive beyond its tainted ground.
I guess we ought to see what this is. Yeah, I'm not going to bother interacting with that. We now know that the boss does seem to follow the same rules as a normal boss dungeon. So it could be here or here. We'll move toward this room and hope to get lucky on a scout. And I guess there's no reason not to. We're not going to go through our full stack of torches, so we should just have the buff at all times. Alright, well this is looking a little bit gentler than the last run, at least. I just don't care about loot, like, at all. Come on, give me a big scout. Nope, okay. Alright, a map. That might be what we're looking for. Good stuff. We're going to get there with no fights. In fact, there were almost no fights in this dungeon. There's so few battles in the hallways. It's crazy. That's an awkward surprise. Very annoying. Very annoying opening. Oh. That was really close. Alright, well, I'll trust the Vestal to finish this one. Nope, never mind. And you can't do anything from there, and you can't move forward quickly. Minimum damage. And And then they're just going to dodge everything again.
Their
Okay.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Enemies with high speed and high dodge are very annoying.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. So we're definitely going to just focus on stress relief here.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable.
Why does he only have 2 skills equipped?
Rats in a maze.
That should be not a thing that can even happen. Alright, well, it looks like I didn't check our stuff, so we don't have as many buffs available as I might like. But we can do a bless. We'll give plus accuracy to you. And then that leaves us with enough time to do this. Alright, let's hope that we actually let's hope that we're actually able to do this. I think it should be doable. It kind of seemed like if you ignore the shield entirely that the fight just is really easy. I don't know, I guess we'll find out if I've misapprehended something. And I suppose we ought to holy water up. It doesn't really affect anything, unfortunately. And there's no particular reason we have to suffer that. Okay, here we go.
The hamlet cannot stand.
So kill the spear, ignore the shield.
Defeat it. Claim the prize it guards.
I forgot to ever take this off, so it's still equipped. Pretty good damage on it. Excellent, and the shield moved right before the leper's turn. Aw, that's a shame. Our lunge did basically no damage. I was like, this is the moment, let's do it. And then it hit for like nothing.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Yeah, like Plummeting Doom is so much less dangerous than the attack that replaces it. There's really no reason to ever... Okay, who gets healed first? Probably... Yeah, she still has 21 health left, so... If I lunge here... I'm thinking I probably don't want to. Let's try to kill this thing. I want the Hellion to be able to easily move back to the front. Well, I suppose it won't matter after this thing's dead, though. Maybe she just attacks? Ah, but she needs to be... Yeah, I guess I just attack. The positioning's a little bit awkward, but we'll get it figured out. I think where we want to end up is with the Grave Robber in the second position. Or in the third position, rather. Second from this side. Okay. So I want the Hellion not to go right now. That's what I want. Yeah, there's nothing to do for her. Because we don't want to hit the shield. Yeah. Okay.
Confidence surges as
We need that thing to be dead. And then, like, yeah, we just wait.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
Okay, and then we just wail on this thing. Every time somebody has a turn where they can hit it, pretty much they do. I should bandage that. And the thing is, I don't know if I actually want to lunge. I might just spend a turn to position her correctly. Because she can use Pick to the Face from here. If we lunge, it's going to move the leper back to a position where he can't, like, we have to do a move somewhere in this sequence no matter what. Yep, and then this is the order we want to stand in for the rest of the fight, and we just hammer this guy, and then when the shield's around, we just play defense. Oh, I should have switched her. I forgot to switch people's abilities back. You don't have anything you can do. Because we don't want to hit the shield. Actually, I kind of wonder, does flashing daggers hit the Guardian at all? No, okay. It hits 2 slots and they're both guarded by him. I was wondering if there might be a pierce through. Yeah, this is actually really crappy. You can't pass the turn without taking stress. I guess this attack does less damage than the normal attack. At some point we're gonna have to just absorb stress. He has a thing he can always do. I really needed to switch our abilities. I feel bad about that. Because she should have a self-heal right now. Yeah, this is the fight. We just hammer this dude, and then at some point we're going to accept the stress. Is now that point. I could use movement, right, to pass a turn. We'll just have these two switch positions. Or I'll have the Grave Robber move to the front and have both of these guys move up. It could be a little bit awkward depending on what order the turns end up in. It's kind of silly that this is my major concern. See, if we were in... It would be really nice if he could just attack right now. Yeah, this is going to be a little tedious. Poor leper. Stun him. I actually want him to get stunned. So he doesn't have to make a decision next turn. The Yop is crappy. I'm just gonna... I mean, as long as the shield has a lot of health left, there's no reason for us to pass, I suppose. We'll just do the things that do the least amount of damage. Alright, and the Vestal gets to attack this turn too. She doesn't really need to do anything else. This is kind of a dumb boss fight. Like, this mechanic is not good. Because this is a very silly, like, gamey way to fight this boss. Okay, now let's all stand around doing nothing. Find the most efficient way to stand around. Yeah, once you finish out the gimmick, once you figure out the gimmick, this boss is like zero threat. You could heal. Man, it would be cool if he would ever crit.
A powerful blow.
Yeah, like that. Okay, we probably have a couple of rounds left of this pattern. So you move back so that she's in fighting position. Oh, you suck. And he can't choose to move backward. That's a shame. Because that would be ideal, right? She has that buff. She does bonus damage from the first position. But I don't think it's going to be worth trading positions right now. We'll just do it during the next shield phase. Oh, the leper doesn't even get a... Man, that sucks. He's going to heal himself back to full, so I guess we'll just do this, like fish for a stress-reducing crit. And then the Hellions' turn this next round can be moving forward, and that fixes our order.
Precision and power.
Yeah, I definitely screwed up by not fixing the Hellion skills, but fortunately this fight is so easy it doesn't matter.
It crumbles for now, but I fear there may be no end to this bloodborne evil.
Old unit standard. Plus stun chance, plus debuff chance, plus death blow resist. And I don't remember if his other set item was good. I think we have it, so we can examine that at least. Yeah, alright, well... That was not exactly riveting content. I apologize. It's kind of not an excitingly designed fight. Okay, so we got a blueprint. Hemophilia, bulimic. As far as I'm aware, you don't just contract hemophilia. Well, whatever. There are probably conditions that can cause hemophilia as a side effect that you can develop, I suppose.
Even these dirt-covered dullards have
A free building upgrade.
Put them to work.
So what does the courtyard look like now? We didn't level it up. And you can just... Oh, yeah, you can just fight the Guardian over and over again and get trinkets. Okay. I wonder if it always drops a trinket as well, so it's actually 2 trinkets per win. So what was his deal? It was like a doll, right? Yeah, okay. So 10% prot, 3% crit, bonus accuracy and damage while riposting. And I don't think this is a very good set, frankly. It's a shame this item doesn't do more. 3% crit's not bad, I suppose. But if it had, like, some damage or... I don't know. This item is such a letdown. Well, yeah, so I guess you can just fight the Garden Guardian over and over again. I don't know what happens when you max this bar out. I guess I'm just gonna go look it up. Hold on. We'll just figure out, because this, I think, is the end of the series. I think we've now seen all the content. Unless the Darkest Dungeon wiki, which I do not know the address of. Google help. Okay. Unless the Darkest Dungeon wiki tells me that there's something else going on here. I don't even know what I would Where would this information be? We'll look in here. So you fight all the Courtyard guys. This wiki does not actually give good information. Yeah, okay, I think we're done. I think that was the last thing. So, that is going to be it for Darkest Dungeon. I'll come back and make another episode if it turns out that something cool happens when you fill this bar up. But for now, that's the end of that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the series maybe a little bit more than I enjoyed making it. I thought, yeah, you know, Darkest Dungeon's a fun game through the actual end of the game, and that's where a sane person would have stopped playing. So really, I think the design is that you don't do the Courtyard anymore after you don't absolutely have to. And so I kind of put myself through a miserable thing that the designers didn't intend. Although, that said, if they didn't intend you to go back, why are there more bosses? I was really disappointed by the design of the Courtyard. I don't know. You know what? I'll probably actually do a short video after this, talking about my feelings about the game in detail in that. We're going to end this one here. So thank you guys very much for watching. Come back next time, and we'll see you then.